Baby steps, one rock at a time, one step at a time. Hey, we only got about 1 million more to go. Hey y'all, welcome back to Seriously Stumped. Stick around today if you guys want to see me go from, wait for it, this to this. Oh yeah, let's go. But hey, if that doesn't cool Rockies on your can, you can stay stumped. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Just a little pro tip for you. If you're ever gonna have stone delivered, go ahead and lay yourself out a tarp. That way you don't have as much cleanup once you get all the stone exactly where you want it. So this right here is what 12 ton of river rock looks like. And we got to take all of this with a BX23S and spread it out all over that black mulch over there that we're just about fed up with. So that's what we got in store for y'all. All right, Stump fam, let's get right into it. So here's our blank canvas that we're gonna start off with for today's project. This has been one of those things that's been on the honey-do list for quite some time. And it's not that I haven't wanted to accomplish this as well, because I totally agree with my wife that we needed to do something different other than this mulch. I just simply didn't want to bite the bullet of spending over $2,000 on 12 tons of river rock to actually make this transformation come to life. But to kick everything off before we get into moving some rock, we're not going to do it one by one. We're going to use the Kubota BX, but we're going to give this grass a nice fade, a nice little edge, give us a straight line starting point to kick everything off. Let's get after it. Man, oh man. I'm getting eaten alive by ants. Pro tip, don't weed eat through ant piles. They get all over you. All right. This honey-do list wouldn't be quite as difficult if I wouldn't have let this edge get out of control and all this grass grow all over here in this mulch. And that's not to say that I've truly been neglecting it. I've just been neglecting running the weed eater. Because if you guys have watched any of my other videos, you know that I really don't like running those things. But I have sprayed a bunch of weed killer out here, and I guess I just haven't done it this summer as much as I need to. But the other thing we want to accomplish with this is that, as you can tell, there's a drastic decrease in the lay of the land from up there to down here, or decline that is. And when it rains, it pours, as Luke Combs likes to say, and all of that water comes running down this hill and washes all of this mulch all over the driveway. And then it ends up just being more projects for me and delays other things that I want to get into. So putting all this rock down is going to be permanent. And then when the big box store does all those 5 for 10 mulch deals, I don't have to go spend a bunch of money getting a whole pallet of that, because this rock is going to be permanent, and I'll just have put in the initial investment up front, and we won't have to make that continual small investment. And that's the other thing. Time is money, and if I don't have to be out here cleaning up all this mulch all the time, that's even better. But I know he liked to joke, happy wife, happy life, and all that good stuff, but there's so much more to that than just the joke or the pun, that is, because if you keep your significant other happy, I'm sure they're going to support you in ways that typically go unseen or can go unseen. And we just got to remember to give them their credit as well, because you wouldn't be half as successful as you are without somebody standing in your corner. And some people don't have anybody standing in their corner. So that just kind of puts everything in perspective for you. Never be too quick to judge what somebody's going through in life. And maybe they just want that listening ear, or maybe you can be their support factor. And I guess how I'm trying to tie all that together is, if you're blessed in life to have a honey-do list, that's probably something to be thankful for in itself. But that's enough of my motivational speeches. Y'all already know you should get out there and do them DIY projects. So enjoy some Lullaby for Democracy, and let's light this thing up. Man, oh man, I thought for a minute I was gonna have to break out the old water hose, play a little fire marshal to put this control burn out. But in all reality, all jokes aside, this pretty much is doing exactly what I hoped it would. Killing all these weeds, smoking out all these bugs, getting rid of all these leaves. That's pretty much what all the smoke is all that really dry, crusty mulch with these leaves burning away a little bit, giving us a nice foundation to put down all the rock here in a little bit. But oh man, it looks wild on the video. It's actually not that smoky in person, but I'm about to get the hose out and go ahead and put this fire out. All right. I'd say that worked like a charm. We got everything that was all weeded up, burnt up to a crisp, got all the smoke gone. I think we're ready to lay down some rock now. And that's gonna be the other beauty of this whole project, is that I won't have to deal with any leaves collecting out here, because I'll actually be able to do some leaf blowing over the rocks and not be worried about the rocks blowing all over the place like what happens when I try to leaf blow this mulch. And that's why I've had so much leaf accumulation, just because I haven't been able to leaf blow it out of the way. I guess I could have gotten out here with a rake, but we always knew we were going to put rock in here eventually, so let's start to get after it. Ooh, time to fire this BX23S up. I've been thinking about doing a video on the pros and cons of this BX23S, all the things I like about it and all the things that I wish they would have done a little bit different. So if that's something you guys would like to see, go ahead and comment below and I'll let you guys know, because I've owned this thing for about 4 years now. I got about 175 hours on it. I haven't babied it super much, but I don't like overly abuse it. So if that's something you guys want to see, let me know. Let's go! I just dropped off that first load of river rock over there at the pool. And like I told you guys, if you don't have any counterweight on the back of this BX23S, it doesn't ride comfortably when you fill that whole bucket up full of rock or anything heavy. So we're gonna go hook up the box blade. That way we're good, we're smooth, and we're safe. Because remember, safety first, right? I keep trying to tell y'all, it's hotter here in the Carolinas than a chainsaw at a pawn shop, so y'all stay hydrated. So no sooner than I got all this rock spread out, well, wait, no sooner than we got all of this rock spread out, got to give credit where credit's due, I realized that this hose is just not in the best place. It's always kinked up, laid all over the place. So I went and picked us up a hose reel with 65 feet and a 6-foot extension that we're gonna hook up right here. And we're gonna break out, bury the blade, the new bigger blade that my wife picked up for our anniversary. But anyways, I'm gonna open this box, see what they sent us, get it mounted onto the side of the house here. Before you go to do something like this, be wary of where your water lines are, because the last thing you want to do is to drill in through your water line. Luckily, when we were building this whole house, I was pretty much constant oversight, and I remember that all of our water lines came in from this side over here, and we'll be good to go if I mount this on this side. And then I think it'll be able to allow it to oscillate out a little bit to where I can even have a little bit further distance to reach. Bury the blade. Sorry, bury the bigger blade. This thing alone at the big box store is like $18. And when you can get this whole thing for under $70 on Amazon, this is a win. Pop that trigger finger and we back. So I know I threw the directions in the air, but I did read them. It wanted us to go find a 10mm socket, and as JW told you guys, you can never find a 10mm socket. So that took me a little bit. And then it wants you to use like a 0.47 inch drill bit, which I guess is near a half, in between a 7/16 and a half. So I got a 7/16 inch drill bit here, and we're gonna let her wobble like Andy at Andy's Little Homestead says. So my camera overheated a little bit, but like I said, I was gonna let her wobble, and that's what I did. I took the drill bit, lined it up via our template right here. Boom, 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 got it all good to go. And now I'm gonna go ahead and taparoo these anchors right here with our old trusty rubber mallet to get them all in here and ready for the lag bolts. All right, oh, so the directions don't say this, but I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this white lightning, not the moonshine type, but just a little caulk for this exterior penetration into the house. That way we don't have any critters getting where we don't want them. So, once you're done making a mess with your caulk, you can take out a wet rag or a damp rag and a little bit of Windex and clean it right up. And then all that's left to do is pull your pin out, throw your hose reel over the top, drop your pin back in. Easy day. And then it spins. Bada bing, bada boom. Let's go. We'll just hook this up, and now we can get rid of this, and everything's cleaned up. Let's go. All right, let's put the finishing touches on this backyard transformation. We were wondering what type of lights we were gonna put up on this whole boardwalk, and I decided on these puck lights that I picked up from Sam's Club. They're on sale right now. This is not sponsored. I just hope that they're gonna be all right because they are 6 for like $17 now. Thought we were gonna have to use bury the bigger blade, but there's no tape on this. So we're just gonna lay these out, let them get charged up. They come with these cool stakes to where if you don't want to, you know, affix them to, like a boardwalk like this, like I plan to do, you, because you can screw these in, you can actually stake them in the ground as well. Dual purpose. So let me get after it. All right, so These things, like I said, have the stakes, but they also have this little peel on the top, and it says peel from here. That way you can actually have access to your solar panel to let that get all charged up. And then it has a mounting bracket on the bottom that it just screws and locks into place like so. And you just screw it down. And I'm only going to screw this first one down because I know that I need to get wife approval on exactly where I should put these. So I'm going to put this one in first because I know I'm going to need one here at the end. And then I'm going to rip the tape off the rest of them, see what they look like once it gets dark, once that big bright sun goes down. And then from there, we'll stagger the rest of them. And I have 2 more boxes to where I could put them just across from each other, but I kind of like the staggered feel, and I think that's all we really need. But I need to see them illuminated first to actually be able to tell. And if I don't need all of them, what I can do with the rest of them is line the sidewalk that gets us up here to the pool, and we'll be good to go. Oh, and there's an on switch here, so might want to go ahead and hit that. Haha. And just like that, it's all locked in. Man, that worked out great. But hey, Stump fam, that's about all I got for you guys today. I'm gonna pull that hose back out. I just wanted to see how it retracted, and I'm gonna continue dampening the rest of this rock just to knock some of that dust down because it hasn't rained here in a while. But like I said, here's the finishing touches on this backyard transformation. Hopefully you remember to stay safe and stay hydrated. Hopefully you're no longer stumped. Maybe you learned a little something, but we'll catch you guys on the next one. Man, oh man, I should have listened to my wife a long time ago because this looks awesome. So much better than that mulch. I guess she was right after all.